I took the brush guard and hung it from these straps in the rafters in my garage, and then just used some F-150 quick grips there and clamped it down into the frame in the right spot, and I just drilled some really small holes to get it right in the spots that they need to be, and then the brush guard and the mounts can come off, and I will drill 1/2-inch holes in the brush guard mount on the drill press, and I'll drill 1/2-inch holes in the frame just with a regular drill. But that's what I did to get it into position when it's not bolted on. It's just hung it by some ratchet straps. You could also put some jack stands on the bottom of it too. That wouldn't be a bad idea, but this works pretty good. So I'm going to take it off and drill them holes. Under the truck you can barely see the little tiny pinholes that I made. Those are going to help start the big drill bit and get it in the right spot. Like I say, I clamped on the brackets and drilled all the way through the bracket into the frame. That way I knew I had the exact spot lined up. So now I'm just going to make them holes bigger, up to 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch ended up being just a little bit too much at one time, so I did 1/4, and now I'm going to work my way up to 1/2. Got that all bolted on now. Probably could have put lock nuts on there, wouldn't have been a bad idea. I think I'm actually going to take it off and put Loctite on them at some time, maybe some locking washers. There also could have been washers on this part here because of that lip. Maybe I'll put some big washers on that as well. But those just go through the frame and then into the piece of angle iron, which then attaches to the brush guard. I got big washers on there. And could always paint those to match, but I kind of like the way it looks. The brush guard itself could use a little bit of touch up yet, maybe on the bottom there. We got a little scratched up. But other than that, I think that looks pretty good. So a quick little update here. I've had it on for a couple days, and I'm going to do a little paint touch up right down here. A little chip came off, and then I noticed behind here you can just see a little bit of the brown primer that's underneath the black paint that I did when I repainted it. So that, I'll slip a piece of cardboard between the truck and the guard, and I'll just paint it on the truck. And then with these bolts on the bottom, I am going to put washers inside of the frame. And then I'm also going to put some longer bolts on the brush guard ones here. There might be enough sticking out on the frame end, but I think I'm going to put at least some longer bolts on the brush guard side, maybe longer bolts on the frame as well, and then I'm going to add these lock washers on there too. That way there isn't much of a chance of it loosening up. So I'm going to do that. I could still put thread locker on there as well with those lock washers, but they should just be enough on their own. But you could have used lock nuts as well. So I'm going to put those all on and patch up that paint quick.